All right, Applied Tech Math. Welcome to a video for Wednesday, February 19th. All right, so these are coming from Technical Math Pre-Admission Test Sample Questions. This is for a community college, I believe in Canada. So, the interwebs, give us some good examples. All right, so here we are. This has more than 10 questions, so this will be worth some points. Just like Wednesday, so we have to ignore the dog up there barking. Anyway, we're gonna add and simplify a fifth and a tenth and a sixth. So some of these questions might have been without the use of calculator. So let's see if we can do these. Well, I mean, gave you the work there. So how do we get 1/5 multiplied by 6 over 6? How do we get 1/10 multiplied by 3 over 3? How do you get 1/6 multiplied by 5 over 5? 6 over 30, 3 over 30, 5 over 30. That's 14 over 30 divided by 2. That's 7 over 15. 7 over 15. All right. That's number 1. Okay, so you have 2.5 plus 1/4 plus 1/5. So 2.5. So first off, how do we make 2.5 into something else? You're going to do 2 times 2, add 1. You guys might have called that the snowball method from elementary school. It's 5 over 2 plus 1/4 plus 5. What's the lowest common denominator? Lowest common denominator is going to be 20. All right, 50 over 10, 5 over 10, 4 over 10. Add them up is 59 over 20. I'm sorry. Yeah. 50 over 20 is what I meant. So 59 over 20, that could be a fine answer, but if they want the answer as a mixed number, what would you do? So how many times does 20 go into 59? Almost 3, but not quite 3. So it's going to be 2 and 1 20, 2 20s, 3 20s. 2 and 19 over 20. 2 and 19 over 20. All right. Number 3, what is 4 and 2/9 times 1 and 1/6? We're going to do 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. Add 2. That's how I got 38. Oh, same thing here. 1 times 6 is 6. Add 1, that's 7. All right, so yeah, you can multiply across. That's fine. Or what would you have done if you're in this situation in elementary school? So first, 38 and 6 can be divided by the same number, 2. 38 divided by 2 is 19. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now I can multiply across. That should be 133, and that should be 27, which is an okay answer. But if they want a mixed number, you're given 2 mixed numbers to start. So how many times does 27 go into 133? And that's 4. Almost 5, because 133 minus 180 is 25. So it's 4 and 25 over 27. 4.92, maybe 93-ish. All right, so kind of a potpourri. They had 50 questions total, I think. So I picked out 13, and then I kind of made 2 others up. So solve for x. So x over 23 equals 15 over 3. Now, if you wanted to, you could cross multiply. You could say 3x is equal to that. Is that 345? I didn't do that because what's 15 divided by 3? 15 divided by 3 is just 5. And now you have 1x is equal to 23 times 5. Yeah, and that's how you do 23 times 5 if you need some help. It's 20 times 5 and 3 times 5. 115 is 115. All right. Could be some times you got to do some multiplication. Your phone's not exactly accessible, folks. Not exactly accessible. All right, number 5, convert 11.78 to a mixed number. So it's 11 and something, so 0.78. 78 over 100, I can divide by 2. 39 over 50 is not going to be simplified, so 11 and 39 over 50. And 39 over 50. $316 is 15% of what number? 316 is 15% as a decimal. 0.15 of means multiply what number? Just going to call it x. So you're going to divide both sides by 0.15. It's got to be a much bigger number if 15% of it is still 316. And you get that number, and yeah, if you take 0.15 and multiply by that number, you should get 316. All right. Nice. Next question is going to be a little order of operations. Remember that from junior high? Order of operations. So 6 minus. So parentheses you have, then brackets are also parentheses, but sometimes kids don't like seeing a ton of parentheses. So order of operations says, I got to handle what's inside the parentheses first. And within the parentheses is another more important parentheses. Okay, so within this parentheses, I need to multiply. That's going to be 9 times 7. All right, which is 20. 9 times 3, which is 27. Then 2 and 27 gives us 29. So 8 minus 29, I can drop this parentheses then. And then within the parenthesis that remains, 8 minus 29 is a negative 21. 6 minus a negative 21 is 27. 27. What is the opposite of the opposite of the opposites? 234. Well, a negative, you can think of a negative times a negative, or to subtract a negative, that's going to be positive. And then what's waiting for it on the outside? A negative. So it's still going to be negative 234. All right, so 15 questions, but they're a little quicker than what we had on Tuesday. Here we go. So we're going to multiply and then divide. We're going to simplify this. So first off, 7 times 3 is 21. Add 1 to it. It's 22 over 3 times negative 3/4. So you see how these 3's will cancel? Now you're going to have 20. That's still a negative, so negative 22 over 4, because the 3's are going to cancel. Negative 22 over 4. And negative 22 over 4 divided both by 2, that's negative 11 over 2. Now I can divide it by negative 2. Now I can bring down this divide by negative 2. When I divide by negative 2, I'm multiplying by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of negative 2 is negative 1 over 2. Reciprocals have the same sign. All right, so negative times a negative is a positive. 11 times 1 up top is 11. 2 times 2 down below is 4. 11 over 4. All right. Simplify. All right, so they had an okay algebra section here. So 3a minus 27a. So something a. 3 minus 27 is a negative 24. Negative 24a. You have a negative 3b, and you're adding 9b to it. So something b. What's negative 3 plus 9? Positive 6. So plus 6b. That is 10. All right, let's take a look at 11. Okay, some more kind of like order of operations with simplifying an algebraic expression here. So this is going to act as the big parenthesis here. 11x minus x, that's 10x. Negative 5 minus a negative 2. That's what's going on here. Negative 5 minus a negative 2. To subtract a negative is to add. So what's negative 5 plus 2? That's a negative 3. So I'm going to distribute here. I have a negative 3 times 10x. I have a negative 3 times a negative 3. So negative 3 times 10x is a negative 30x. Negative 3 times a negative 3 is a positive 9. 5x minus 30x is a negative 25x. 5x minus 30x is a negative 25x. Then I have plus 9. All right. And we're getting towards the end here. Solve for x. Solve for x. All right. So first thing we would do is subtract 16. That's the opposite of adding 16. Now I'm going to have 2/3 x is equal to 3. And if 2/3 x is equal to 3, what can I do? I can multiply both sides by 3. I'm currently dividing by 3. And if I multiply both sides by 3, those cancel. I now have 2x equals 9. So x is 9 over 2. X is 4.5. A is 60. So you have the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. If the area is 60 and the base is 6, what's the height? What's the height? 60 is 1/2 6 times h. 1/2 of 6 is 3. 60 is 3h. H is 20. H is 20. The height would be 20. All right. And here we go, 14. What is 60% of 30% of 400? I mean, you can take it bit by bit, but 60% of 30%, you can do 0.6 times 0.3. So it's really 18%. 18% of 400, so it's 0.18 times 400, 72. And on 15, you can say, go Salukis, SIU Salukis. Yeah, not SIU, SIU. All right. Or go Cardinals. And that is your number 15. That's an easy number 15. All right. So, you know, if this is your email, you have to do it. If not, maybe no one sees this. All right. Yak Math Videos signing out.